Hey guys, showing the trades that I took for the last week of November. So last week, ang dami kong tinake na trade. Most of them are losses. Actually, it resulted in a loss. So first trade here is, this is in a 15-minute time frame. By the way guys, regarding this trade, I honestly I honestly think that this is really a late entry already. But I entered anyway. So, same lang siya ng mga previous trades ko. So, this is a downtrend. It broke the trend line, and also there's a shift in the market structure. So, that's the reason why nag-enter ako ng long. Nag-enter ako ng long dito sa part na to, and then as you can see, again, nilagyan ko na naman ng marka itong area na to. Because I closed my trade on this part. I don't know, nagiging habit ko na talaga yung pag-close ng trade once na nakikita ko na nahihirapan siyang umangat. So again, this would have been more profit kung hinayaan ko siya, kung pinabayaan ko siya. But then again, kinlose ko na naman siya. So, guys, if you have any tips on how to handle these types of trades, especially like me, kasi pag nag-enter ako ng trade, tinitignan ko talaga, sinisilip ko lahat ng time frames eh. Even though I entered in a 15-minute time frame, I was also looking at a 30-minute, 1-minute time frame for me to look for any confirmation or any information about the trade. So, anyway, kinlose ko yung trade ko dito. Sayang. It should have been more profit. But then again, sayang tong trade na to. Another trade is, this is a long. So, as you can see guys, naglagay ako ng note dito. Stop revenge trading. I was frustrated that I took 2 more trades resulting in a loss. In more loss, actually. So, nag-enter ako ng long dito sa part na to. Actually, the reason why I entered a long here is, I think previous trade ko, same sa previous trade ko, I was actually thinking that this is just a pullback, actually. I was thinking that this is just a pullback. So, that's why nag-enter ako ng long, and unfortunately, hindi siya pullback guys. Hindi siya pullback eh. Bumaba siya eh. So this is a loss. So loss na siya. Since my initial bias is it will continue to the upside. So since invalidated na yung bias ko na it will continue to the upside, I changed my bias. So I changed my bias na okay, so since hindi siya nagtuloy pataas, I was thinking na magkakaroon ng shift in a market structure shift. So, babaliktad siya. So, what happened here is I drew a trend line. So, naglagay ako ng trend line dito. So, I was thinking, okay, if magtutuloy ka pababa, I want you to follow this specific trend line na nilagay ko. So anyway, nag-enter ako ng short dito. And as you can see, hindi inabot yung aking take profit. And I think what should have happened here is, I think dapat kinlose ko yung half ng trade ko dito sa part na to when it's trying to go down. And I also think na masyadong malaki yung stop loss area ko dito. As you can see, yung stop loss area ko, ganito babanda. So, anyway, hindi inabot yung take profit area ko. And I think I should have closed this as a break even. The reason why I said that is because I was seeing this part here. Nakikita nyo naman itong part na to guys. So, the market doesn't know where to go. So, nagko-consolidate siya in this area right here. So, siguro nung nakita ko na to, I should have closed the trade, but I didn't. You know. Kung kailan ko dapat close yung trade, hindi ko kino-close. Kung kailan dapat hindi ko kino-close ko. So, baliktad. So, kaya natatalo ako. Anyway, I was so frustrated at this trade actually. As you can see, ayun, natamaan yung stop loss area ko. After matamaan yung stop loss area ko, guys, I do admit that I was really angry and frustrated in this time. So, nung nakita ko siya na tinamaan yung stop loss ko, and then nakita ko na okay, maybe you will try to go into the direction already that I want. Kasi bumalik siya dito sa trend line area ko. Nakita nyo guys, nag-enter pa ulit ako ng short, another short, which is a very bad move. So this resulted in 3 losses. So, no mga time na to guys, I was really not thinking straight anymore. I have to admit, I was not thinking straight. Nawala na yung kung paano ako magta-trade. So, I was just thinking na makabawi. So, please stop revenge trading. So, kapag nakikita nyo dito na ganito na nangyayari at hindi na umaayon sa bias nyo, I think we should just step away from our workstation and then close the chart, I guess. Which is in this case, hindi ko ginawa. So, I tried re-entering and then it resulted in freaking loss. So, ayun. So, lesson learned from me, actually. Lesson learned that I need to really work on my psychology. So, really need to work on my emotion. So, 3 loss siya, guys. After nun, kinabukasan to, nag-enter ulit ako ng trade. So, what happened here is, I entered along. I was thinking na this is continuing to the upside. So, I was able to enter long here. I also put a note, closed half, look at 5-minute time frame, and then closed all. So, what happened here is that you can see na may isang malaking bearish candle here. So, hindi ko na maalala. I think dito ako nag-close banda sa area na to. Pero kinlose ko yung half nito. And then tinignan ko yung 5-minute time frame nito. And then kinlose ko na lahat. So, essentially, hindi actually to lahat nakuha yung take profit ko. Because around this area pa lang, kinlose ko na yung position ko. So again, this is another reminder for me na paulit-ulit kong ginagawa, na paulit-ulit na mali kong ginagawa. Na hindi ko hinahayaan yung trade na trade na gumalaw lang. So, anyway, kung hindi ko siya kinlose guys, as you can see, tinamaan pa talaga yung take profit area ko. Which is, this is one of my problem and one of the most issues na kailangan kong ayusin sa pagte-trade. So, ilang beses na akong nag-place ng trade and then I'm not following the stop loss and take profit area. So, I think yan yung isang reason or isang bagay na aaralin ko, and then also bibigyan ko ng pansin. So, I think guys, if you have any tips on how to handle it or how to handle the drawdown, I think that's also one of my problem. Hindi ko masyadong kaya i-handle yung drawdown. Especially pag malaki na yung drawdown ko, naapektuhan talaga yung emotion ko. And if you have any tips on how to handle it, guys, just comment down below. para magkaroon ako ng more information on how to handle it. And then, ayun lang. So, those are the only trades that I have for last week of November. It's actually resulted in a loss. I will put the screenshot. Thank you.